In 1863, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote a song. He was a man going through a lot of trials and struggles. His second wife had just passed away, one he'd been married to for 18 years. His son was going to fight in the Civil War, and it was around Christmas time. And he's struggling with hope and despair on this supposedly fun Christmas day. And he writes this poem. And this is a popular one, unlike the other day's song that no one ever sings. This one, many people sing. This is a very popular song. Longfellow says, I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Their old familiar carols play, and mild and sweet their songs repeat of peace on earth and goodwill to men. So they hear the bell, they know the churches are open, and he knows the churches are open, and he goes, how can that be? How can there be hope in the midst of the sadness and grief that I'm going through? Maybe that's true of you today. Christmas season is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to put on a happy face. It's supposed to look good, and deep in your heart, you know you're sad, you know you're discouraged, you know you're depressed. And yet you hear the bells ringing on Christmas Day. Everybody's saying, happy holidays. You see the trees, you see the lights, and deep inside of you, there's a sadness. Let's continue on with the song. It says, and the bells are ringing, like a choir they're singing. And in my heart I hear, peace on earth, goodwill to men. How can there be goodwill? How can there be a loving God in the midst of all the trials and troubles and struggles of life? And in despair he bows his head. There is no peace on earth, Wadsworth says. For hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth and goodwill to men. And yet he hears the bells, and they continue to ring. And then the bells rang more and loud and deep. God is not dead. God does not sleep. The wrong shall fail, and the right prevail, with peace on earth and goodwill towards men. Oh, see, the sounds of Christmas proclaim that there is hope in the midst of the despair. We mock God. We say, how can you, God? And yet, in our heart as image bearers, we know that there is a God. We know that he's real. We know that he's true. And we know that he loves us so much that he sent his son. And so this Christmas season, we get to rejoice. We get to celebrate. And even if you are going through difficult times, even if you are going through times of despair, challenging times, hear the bells. Feel the hope. And know beyond a shadow of a doubt that God loves you. Then ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And the bells are ringing. Like a choir, they continue to sing day after day, year after year, that hope came. Hope came in a babe born in a manger. And hope was revealed through the life of Jesus. And hope was demonstrated through his death, resurrection of Jesus. All right, so this Christmas season, as you hear the words, happy holidays, and you sing the songs and hear the choirs and you hear the choruses, remember that despair won't last for a lifetime, and hope will be here for eternity. All right, take care. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.